Howdy folks, Greyhawk 4x4 coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer, and it's Beer 30. Let's hit it. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this is my regular segment that I do where we have a beer together. I test a random craft beer. I have quite a selection that I keep back there. I keep them rotated all the time. And this particular session's selection is, it's called Takeout Rye IPA. Let's see if we can get that on camera for you there without getting too much glare. There we go. Takeout Rye IPA. And this is by the Squatters Brewery here locally in Salt Lake City. In addition to partaking in the ale, we usually talk about a random topical gaming issue that's going on. So today we're going to talk about Wizards of the Coast. We're going to talk about some of the recent events with them where they've released stuff on print what's it called? Print on demand for old out of print titles, and then in addition the Tales from the Yawning portal, which was the new announcement about them bringing out their next set of adventures. So without further ado, let's give this a try here. I was worried because this is an IPA, and as I've said many times, I'm not a hophead. I'm not a big fan of the Christmas tree style hops, and I'm happy to see that this is actually the what I like to call the grapefruit style hop, which is more of a citrus hop than it is the Christmas tree or the pine tree style. So. It has a good kick to it, and the hoppiness isn't killing me. It could be because I'm still getting over this cold that I had in my last video. I'm just at the tail end of it, but my nose is still stopped up a little bit and everything, so that could have something to do with it too. But it's definitely a winter ale, and they do have on the label on the back here. It's a little torn, so. Forgive me, give me a second here to read this. It says, knockin' rocks, stay warm on the ice this winter with Takeout Rye IPA, a spicy hop-forward winter ale that's right on the button. That's what they say. So they call it a spicy winter ale. And I don't know what the alcohol content is. Let's see if it gives it to me here. Well, it looks like wherever it was, it looks like it's been torn off. Maybe. Let's see here. Wait, there it is, maybe. It is 6.25. Yeah, 6.25 alcohol by volume. So, it is not your standard 3 point whatever. It's a little bit of a higher point. I like it. Again, it's not the Christmas tree stuff, so not bad. I don't know that it would be something that I would drink regularly because IPAs aren't necessarily my thing, but it is definitely a little bit unique. That whatever rye adds to it. It's a little bit different than your regular IPA. Has a little bit more complexity to it, so it's not bad. And for IPA lovers, you guys would probably love that stuff. So anyway, let's talk about Wizards of the Coast. So a little while back, they announced that they were doing print on demand through RPGnow.com, which is a out of print website. It's a website where you can get out of print RPG stuff. Get the PDFs. You would generally pay They're usually not very expensive. And they have a huge selection. And then you get the PDF, and then you can print it yourself. But what Wizards did is, in addition to that, they basically made it so that you can order the stuff print on demand now. So you go to RPG Now and you select where it has PDF, and then there's another option for print. You can actually order it, and it comes to your door, printed. It looks just like as if you bought it in the store. And so this is really good news for people that are collectors that have particular titles that they never got that are really rare now, that you might be able to find now through print on demand. The selection isn't great right now, but it sounds like it's probably going to continue to grow if they're going to keep releasing stuff. So that's really good news for people that want that stuff where they can get it in their hand with an actual color cover, just like normal, like new and the whole bit. I will probably use that at some point. The titles that they have available right now, nothing that I really need, but there are things that I have on my wish list that I hope that they do come out with print on demand. So I will kind of keep you posted. But if you are curious yourself and you didn't already know about it, I suggest you go to rpgnow.com and check out their selection of the print on demand stuff. So there's that, which I'm pretty excited about, because there are some titles out there that I've never been able to get that are pretty pricey, and hopefully at some point they'll be on print on demand, and I'll be able to at least get them. It won't quite be the same as getting an original, but nevertheless, at least I'll have it for playing back here, So there's that, and then there's the issue of the Tales from the Yawning Portal. Now, this was a more recent announcement, and basically what they're saying is that there's going to be a book come out, and it's going to have, I think it has 7 adventures in it, and they're calling it their, 7, basically great. It's kind of like a greatest hits book of all the greatest hits of D&D adventures that there have been. So they have in there, they're going to have Against the Giants, which is the all-time favorite, Giant series from first edition, which is one of my particular favorites. They're going to have Tomb of Horrors. They're going to have White Plume Mountain, which were both, Tomb of Horrors, everybody knows it. It's the most famous, probably, module in D&D history. And then White Plume Mountain, which is also another Hall of Famer. And then there's some other ones that were from other editions. There's like the Sunless Citadel, I think, from 3rd edition or 3.5, and then there's even one adventure from 4th edition, I think, in there. But anyway, there's a total of 7 of them, and I have been asked what my opinion of this is, because some of them obviously are adventures that were originally released for first edition and in the world of Greyhawk, which of course is my favorite. And now it looks like this compilation book, it'll all be set in Forgotten Realms, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense, because things like the Tomb of Horrors and Against the Giants, White Plume Mountain, that all happened in Greyhawk. But I'm sure it can be easily adapted to whatever game world. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I'm all for people and being creative and all that stuff. So where it becomes bittersweet for me is that, yes, I'm excited to see that this stuff's coming out for 5th edition, but we've already had Storm King's Thunder, which was loosely kind of similar to Against the Giants, so I thought that was their version of Against the Giants, but it turns out it wasn't, because now they're going to put it on this Yawning Portal book, or in this Yawning Portal book. And then we've had Ravenloft, we've had the Temple of Elemental Evil in 5th edition, and they've done that in Forgotten Realms. Then they come out with this, and now you have Tomb of Horrors, Against the Giants, White Plume Mountain, more Greyhawk adventures that they're going to put in Forgotten Realms. So what that tells me is that they have no intention of republishing Greyhawk in some form. Which is okay. I mean, I've got everything I could ever need, Greyhawk-wise. It would have been nice to see them introduce the world of Greyhawk to new players that only know 5th edition, that are young players that have never played in Greyhawk, that would have this new game world to experience and explore. They have hinted at Mike Merles of Wizards of the Coast when he was tweeted to about this Yawning Portal product. Somebody asked him something about I think it was Spelljammer, and he said, "Well, I can't talk about future products. However, there may be a hint in the Volo's guide. There was some reference to something that is Spelljammer-like." So he didn't come out and say it, but that sounds like perhaps maybe they're going to be doing a Spelljammer reissue or a reboot or something like that in the future, which is great. I've got a bunch of Spelljammer stuff, but I don't hold much. I'm not going to hold my breath for Greyhawk at this point because they're releasing all of the old classic Greyhawk stuff under Forgotten Realms. So that unless they were planning on releasing Greyhawk, a new Greyhawk, and then doing a bunch of new material, a new original stuff for it, modules and so forth, which maybe they could do. I mean, who knows? That'd be awesome if they do that. You know, a whole re-release of Greyhawk and then a bunch of adventures, new, originals that for it. That'd be great too. So who knows? Anyway, so that's my take on what's going on with Wizards of the Coast related to D&D and so forth. I hope you guys are having a refreshing beverage, and yeah, I don't think I would drink more than one of these at a sitting because it's not my particular thing, but I'd probably give it, on my personal scale, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. You know, that's not bad. So, anyway, guys, that's it for this edition. I look forward to your feedback below on the print-on-demand stuff and the Yawning Portal stuff, and then anything beer-related you want to put down there. If you can, please, if you like the video, please click like, and if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe and all that. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you.